You're listening to the Agony Column News Report featuring interviews, phone interviews, reports from live book events and festivals, and conversations with readers. You can find additional news, interviews, book reviews, and more 5 days a week at the Agony Column website at trashotron.com/agony. Tad Williams is the author of Tail Chaser's Song and the classic fantasy trilogy Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn, the two Green Angel Tower novels, Siege and Storm, the Otherland and Shadow March series, the novels of the War of the Flowers and Caliban's Hour. His newest book is The Dirty Streets of Heaven. Thank you for joining me, Tad.
Nice to be here.
Tad, let's ratchet back and talk a little bit about Tail Chaser's Song. This is sometimes described as a YA novel, and I think this is a YA novel only if you delight in terrorizing your children.
Which, coincidentally, I wrote it long before I had children, but now that I'm a dad, yes, I do delight in terrifying my children. I've made rather a study of it. Yeah, no, I used to have, I actually had some friends once, I remember, who were, literally called me up and said they were reading it to their 9-year-old daughter at night, and they had just gotten to the part where I think the cats were being dragged into some kind of underground prison compound, and you know, I mean, just like there were these horrible Auschwitz kind of like things happening to cats, and they were saying, you know, what are you doing? I said, you didn't ask me if you should read that to a 9-year-old. I could have told you. Yeah, I mean, you know, some stronger young readers, I'm sure, can deal with it all right if they could read Harry Potter or something. But I mean, yeah, there's scary bits, and it wasn't specifically written to be a kid's book.
Now, one of the things that really interests me about that book is when you decide to write a book that anthropomorphizes animals in the way you did, that there's a kind of different levels of doing that. And I'm wondering how you found the level you chose, which is pretty highly anthropomorphized. And God, I'm not going to say that word
No,
again.
I think you said that exactly right.
and how you chose that, was that a matter of the prose, the voice, the characters, the plot?
Well, I would imagine it was all of the above. The reason I'm saying imagine is because that was my very first book. And when I wrote it, I didn't really have anything resembling technique or principles. You know, I was just trying to figure out if I could be a writer or not. And so most of my decision making was kind of at the pre-conscious level. I did want... you know, and if it being an animal book, I did want some animal characteristics in them. But I also was primarily telling a fantasy story.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?